I believe these are called swans. If you can see right there, 2 swans. But I've been watching these for about 5 minutes now. Beautiful swans. I saw a handful of these bad boys in Lamar Valley where you can see wolves, and I saw some black bears for the first time. I seen grizzlies, but black bears, my first time seeing them. And wolves, I haven't seen wolves in a long time. So if you want to see some wolves, and I saw at least 200 bison. At least 200 bison in Lamar Valley. And some, I saw like 1 red dog. That's about it. A red dog is just a baby bison, in case y'all wonder. But yeah, it's a nice area. The snow's starting to melt. As you can see, there's no snow up there in the mountains. That's the observation point up there. That's where I was at when I made that video a couple months back. All right, you go for this walk. This was full of snow a couple days ago. Now it's walkable. I'm gonna do this. I usually go for this little walk. I try to be smart about it. I listen to podcasts in like one ear, all right, or audio book, and it's just so soothing coming in here. How's it going? You smell the sulfur. It's a good way to end your night. But yeah, man, very peaceful, very peaceful. Right before the park opens up officially, well, at least where I'm at, before the open opens up officially, right, the calm before the storm, man. But how y'all doing though? I got people here that I met from California. I appreciate y'all. I said I was gonna show y'all around Yellowstone. All right, so I have a duty for y'all because y'all treated me so good. I'll tell y'all a story right now, right? When I was in California, I would like walk to work. And I wouldn't walk the whole way, but it was like 3 miles. It was in the morning time, it was cold. The coldest it got was like -5 degrees. So I didn't complain, right? Gotta do what you gotta do. But I used that time to just listen to podcasts and audiobooks. I listened to over 100 plus audiobooks and at least 400 podcasts by doing that. Just using my time efficiently. And you know, some days, like I said, it was cold, it was windy, but I didn't complain, right? But along the way, I would hitchhike. Somebody would pick me up, and it's like a random person, right? I wouldn't dare tell my parents about this, about hitchhiking, right? They would freak out. So I'm over there hitchhiking with random people. First time ever doing this, hitchhiking, at least in California, right? So I'm hitchhiking in California, different state, and the vibe was amazing. The people that I met was amazing, and even some of them I met that I hitchhiked, they even after one dude I met, he had picked me up at least 4 times, and he seen that I had a YouTube channel, and he subscribed to my channel. And I told him about Yellowstone and my travels and everything, and he was just so fascinated by it. You understand what I'm saying? But one thing I realized, right, from this, doing this, traveling and meeting new people, that's one thing that people always tell me. They'll say, Miss Chocolate. I'm like, what? They was like, bro, why is your energy so good? You know what I'm saying? Why do you always have some good energy, some good energy? I said, I don't know, man. Like, I've been like this my whole life. They say some people are just, you know, they're just nasty. They got nasty attitude. I met some of them. Not everybody. Some people just got good energy. But I've been this way my whole life. You know, just good energy. And I'll give y'all a little secret, man. Waking up in the morning, ooh, look at this castle right here. Waking up in the morning, I give thanks every single day. I give thanks. Thanks on waking up, right? Me even having to walk to work, I feel stronger. Now, I lived in about, I'm gonna say over 7,000 feet above sea level. 7,000? I think it might be 6,000 feet. But I was pretty high above the sea level. I was at least 6,000 feet. But man, I was working out like crazy, running like crazy, just getting in the best shape of my life, you know? And then on top of that, I get to work, right? Provide value, right? Increase my skills and just learn. And just always growing, right? With that being said, how can you really lose, right? Get your mind right. We're living through a time where they're printing money right now, folks. Only people really understand what the fuck that means. Like, they're printing money. They got 100% inflation in Argentina. There was some dude I met from Argentina. Cool dude. He said that they're at 100% inflation. And America's complaining about 10% inflation, 100% inflation. And I'm just like, how do you survive that? You know, he actually cried about me. I said, how do you survive in 100% inflation? All right. And he was just telling me like the government's printing money and there's corruption and how you can't plan. You can't plan 5 years with 100% inflation. I believe there's about 100+% inflation in Turkey. Lebanon's at 1 inflation. You got inflation in Europe, but I'm talking about high inflation, folks. Over 75% inflation. This is a global problem. Right? I'm not here to complain, but I got so much feedback from him. You know, the one thing I realized also about this inflation problem is that, you know, those who don't really understand what's going on sadly get played. You know, he said the people that, kind of like here in America, right? The people who know about the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell, the basis points. Today, they raised the basis points by about, I believe, 25 basis points. If you know what that means, then you're able to get ahead. But sadly, you know, people are just speculating, trying to gamble their money because the money's losing value. You know, so I'm learning all this stuff about the current system, and it definitely is eye-opening because it definitely helps me just accept reality. You know, they say here, these lodgepole pines, I believe the pines, in order for the seeds to be released, the fire has to happen. You know, many people view that fire as a bad thing. You know, California's trying to tame the fires. You're trying to play God and tame the fires. Well, guess what? The seed, you know what I'm saying? It's a worse fire. You know, one thing I learned from nature is that trying to play God, you know, when they took the wolves out of Yellowstone, right? The wolves are gone. Then what happened? Oh, shoot, now the elk population going crazy. Oh, now this tree dying. It's a whole entire system. You know, you don't think that by printing energy, it causes problems? I'm not saying it's right. Again, I'm just asking questions, man. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but, you know, one thing I'm realizing is that this system is complex, more complex than I've been taught to believe. It's not just black and white. It's not first world, third world. You know, it's not, it's not that simple. You know, we live in a system, man. A system that, you know, where there's real costs that happen when we aren't responsible. You know, one thing I started doing in 2020 was just working out. And I've always been athletic my whole life pretty much, but by just being consistent, right? I seen the cost of being responsible, working out when I didn't want to work out, eating the right foods, investing in my what do you call it? In my brain. You know, your brain's a muscle. People forget that. You know, not just physical, but mental strength. Right? Taking cold showers. I've been taking cold showers the last couple of days, man. It feels so good. But yeah, it's been a good day. You know what I'm saying? So it's wonderful. Morning glory is pretty much all the way at the end of this walk right here. But yeah, this is a nice walk. I feel kind of chilly right now. You know, it's about maybe 50 degrees right now, going down to 45. But this feels so good right now. When I left Florida, bro, it was 80 degrees. I'm like, what is this? It's too doggone hot. So I came over here, came to Bozeman, freaking cold. And then Yellowstone is even colder. not that cold, but that's one thing that I always forget about how different this country, like how big this country is. You know, California right before I left, it was 50 degrees, but there was snow everywhere. Go to Florida, it's 80 degrees. Come up here, it's still freaking, it was ice. It was ice everywhere up here. But again, that's how big this country is. So yeah, there's some more geysers over here. That's Grand over there. Right, one of the best geysers. But yeah, give them that good energy. I'll see you on my next video. Hopefully y'all have a wonderful day and stay up, man. Keep your mind right. Tell y'all, man, keep your mind right. It is so easy to be negative. Think about it. Oh my goodness. Look at this. It's about to rain. Oh, let's be negative. It's so easy to be negative. You know what was actually hard? Saying, wow, you know what? What I'm going through right now might be hard. But I'm going to use this. Although it might be so negative. I'm going to use this and learn from this. I'm going to grow from this. All right? I'm going to do it different. I see the problem. I see it for what it is. Look, I'm going to keep it real for you guys. I see the problem. Now, what am I going to do about it? Complain? Oh, complaining does nothing. Absolutely nothing. But what about taking that problem and make the world a better place. It's my opinion. So I'll see you on my next video. Peace.